Hi guys, it's Anna and welcome back to my English channel, or welcome if you're new. This is my first video in quite a few months probably. So it's good to be back. It's good to finally be able to sit and talk. So this time I did not prepare what I want to say, but I really wanted to show you the video that I made. So this is my travel journal. It's full of memories and photos from my latest trip, so if you want to watch me making those few pages in my journal, then enjoy watching. This notebook that I'm using is my journal, and I decided this will be the best place for what I want to do, because I know I will go back to reading it. So I have some basics like pencils and pens. I also prepared some stickers. I printed quite a few photos that I want to use while making these pages. I also have a few things from my trip, like tickets, then washi tapes, brush pens, markers, anything that can make these pages more colorful and interesting. And I try to choose some colors that I know will fit these pages, so I do have a color theme. So what I do is I start with placing down the photos just so I know how much space to leave at each page, and I like to start with a header. I do a bit of hand lettering on top. It's usually done with a brush pen, but I do want to make a separate video with all my header ideas, because they usually take about 2 minutes to make and they just make the page feel complete. So then what I do is I just start writing. So this time I didn't really plan what I want to say and what I want to remember. If I later think about some thoughts from this trip that I didn't remember while writing this, I will just make another page and add all this later, because I didn't really want to put very private thoughts in this video. So it's just quite general about the weather and what I saw there. So it's quite simple, but it's still a nice thing to go back to. I filled the page with stickers and drawings and colors, and I also used this gold marker to add little details to the photos. So just little things to make these pages feel interesting and to make them look good. So on the next page I actually start by just writing out all the cities that we visited in Croatia, and then I do add photos just wherever I want them to be. So this time it wasn't as planned. I just go with the flow and add whatever I think is right. Normally I would avoid talking about the weather because it's usually a small detail that doesn't matter, but in case of this trip it was an important part of it. We had a lot of thunderstorms and the sunsets were just incredible. We were even swimming in the sea while the sun was going down, so it's a detail that will always stay with me, so I did want to mention it. I also used 2 different fonts for writing, so these 2 I can switch between with no issue. One of them has a slight cursive and I connect all the letters together, and the other one is just straight and simple and the letters are not linked at all. So I did learn to use these 2 and I can just switch between them, and it's a small thing that changes a lot in my notes. I think fonts are such an interesting thing and I'm always eager to learn new ones. I did film a video about different fonts and changing the way you write, but it's in Polish, so if you don't know the language, I will try to make a video about it in English as well, so a bit more about brush lettering and hand lettering, just all my knowledge placed in one video. So I hope to make it soon. So when you look at these pages, you can see that I did them on one day, and what I do to make it look like this is I try to stick to the same colors. So I don't limit myself to just a few stationery products, but before I sit to actually write in my journal, I try to choose a color palette. So in here you can see a lot of warm tones and a bit of green, but mostly beige and pink. I used to love cold tones and now I'm all about the warm tones. So you can actually see it in my apartment, in my journal, and also on my Instagram, where I'm trying to be more active, and I'm also currently posting all the photos from this trip. So if you want to see them, then I would love to have you there. And also if you do end up making a travel journal, then I would love to see how your pages turn out to be. You can send them in my DMs if you want me to see them, or you can just tag me on your photos or stories so I can publish them on my stories as well, because it's a big inspiration to others and they can look at your pages and it gives them the motivation to make something as well. So if you do want to share, I would love to see it. So the file from making the last page actually got corrupted, so we skipped quite a bit, but I wanted to show you this little thing that I did with the photos of rocks. So you can actually move it around and look underneath it, and a little message is hidden there, so it's a small detail. But you can always do this in your journal, just hiding messages under photos or folding the page in a way where you need to move it around to see everything, just to make your pages more interesting. So this is everything for this video. Just wanted to say thank you for watching it till the end. I'll be waiting for photos of your journal and I will see you in my next video. Bye!